Next we have Mr. Andrew Doherty with MedInteract. Andrew?
Thanks, Sean. I'd like to start by thanking Tech 2020 and the Innovation Imperative Conference for putting together the ThrottleUp competition, allowing us to present our company to you, MedInteract. We'll start with our problem. There's over 66 million people over the age of 55 in the United States, and estimated 1 in 8 of those will have Alzheimer's disease at some point in their life. The issue here is that 60% of the people are going undiagnosed, or they're diagnosed too late when there are no treatment options available. And that's because we're lacking an accurate early warning screen for Alzheimer's disease when these treatment options are most effective. The current cost for care for Alzheimer's disease in the United States is over $184 billion. And the only way we can start to decrease that is with early screening, preventive medicine, and early diagnosis. So next we get to the solution. We've created the ALZ self-test, which is an online screening test for Alzheimer's disease and related cognitive impairments. Unlike existing tests, it screens all 6 cognitive functions, for example, memory or executive function. Because it's direct to the consumer, it empowers people to take charge of their brain health. The test is affordable, it's reliable based on scientific studies. And then kind of the new mantra for Alzheimer's disease is prevention through delay. We can delay the onset of Alzheimer's disease, but only if we diagnose and screen early when the treatment options are most effective. So the ALZ self-test is the first step towards a dramatic improvement in the quality of life for AD patients. So now we'll get to our technology. Our patent-pending technology utilizes what we came up with in our research, domain-specific cognitive patterns, and these are prevalent in people with AD and related cognitive impairments. As you can see here, this is a validation study we presented at the International Conference of Alzheimer's Disease in Chicago, July 2008. Our test was 97% accurate in determining whether someone was normal versus cognitively impaired. And that's compared to the mini mental status evaluation, which is a standard for physicians of only 83% accuracy. Additionally, our test was 95% accurate in determining where someone falls between 1 of 5 experimental groups, whether that be normal, mild cognitive impairment, early AD, moderate to severe AD. And that's compared to the MMSE of only 67%. Here's a screenshot of our website where you can log in and start the screening process. So now we'll get to the business model. We'll start off with our target market, which is the aging population, the baby boomers over the age of 55. We've identified 3 different revenue channels. We'll start with the web sales. We've identified this to be a $1.3 billion market. This is direct-to-consumer sales. This is where people log into our website, pay via credit card for the screening test. Next, we have the brain training, brain fitness, and these are where companies have developed software or online applications that have mental challenges, much like Sudoku or crossword puzzles, that they are put into computer-based. What these companies lack is an assessment, a benchmark, a measuring tool that can track the performance of their users over time. So we have developed a second product which is specifically for this market. We projected this to be over $100 million market for us by 2012. Next we have the assisted living facility market. This is also business to business. The assisted living facilities need an assessment that can screen new applicants to their facility, that can screen the residents and help improve the quality of life of them. There are over 33,000 assisted living facilities in the United States. We project it to be a $1 billion market for us. So now we have validated all 3 of these markets. We currently have sales through our website. People log in and pay with their credit card. We are in late stage negotiations with the brain training, one of the leaders in the brain training, brain fitness market, for them to use our test as an assessment. We're working with a couple of assisted living facilities and in negotiations with several others for them to use our product. So here's our competitive landscape. Our test is the only test that is internet accessible. It takes the least amount of time, and it's the only test that is self or caregiver administered. Then we'll talk a little bit about our management team. Myself, I worked with a successful online travel startup company in Atlanta. As director of merchandising, we increased profit per sale by over 200%. I was also in charge of a $50,000 per month online marketing budget. I've also been a consultant and analyst for Innovation Valley Partners and Battelle Ventures. Participated in the startup of several different portfolio companies, including one solar company that just finished its Series A round. Dr. Doherty has been a practicing neurologist for 25 years, specializing in Alzheimer's disease for the last 15. He's also medical director at the Cole Neuroscience Center at the University of Tennessee Medical Center, where he follows over 1,800 Alzheimer's patients. He's also involved with 4 different clinical trials for Alzheimer's disease with cutting-edge treatments that are on the horizon and very exciting. The rest of our management team is made up of individuals with experience, professional sales experience, specializing in the software industry, as well as a PhD candidate with extensive training in neuropsychological testing, an individual with business advisory, merger and acquisition advisory experience, as well as in the banking industry. Here are financial projections, and these are the percentage of revenue by channel, business to consumer and business to business. And for many startups, and for us in particular, the most cost-efficient way for us to reach our revenue goals is to start off with business to business. As you can see here, 1 and 2, we are dominated by business to business sales. And those revenues will lead us to business to consumer sales through year 5. We do have a steady growth in our revenue and projected exit between year 3 and year 5. So I'd like to point out just a few significant achievements. We did file for our patent in May of 2008. We completed our website. We have sold over 700 tests to all 50 states, 12 different countries, and reached over 50,000 visitors. Here are milestones and timelines for the next 12 to 18 months. Looking to finish the development of our second product, which is specifically made for the brain training, brain fitness market. This will lead us to our partnership by the 4th quarter of 2009 with one of these companies. We're hoping to contract with at least 5 assisted living facilities by the 1st quarter of 2010, and through the hire of a key marketing executive, reach 25,000 users to our site per month. So in summary, our vision is to take a proactive approach for the early detection of cognitive impairment. There's a lot of new treatments available in Alzheimer's disease. I've been involved with it for the last 16 years. And this is the most exciting time, but these treatments are only effective if we diagnose early. One of the most attractive aspects of our company is our growing target market. Not only are the baby boomers getting older with disposable income, they're also living longer. We have validated our market through the web sales, brain training, brain fitness, and the assisted living facilities. So we're here today looking for a $500,000 seed round. We do have $110,000 committed. The use of the funds will be for the development, sales and marketing, human resources. So really I'd like to end today with something that a neurologist from Cornell always says, and that's the coming epidemic is not swine flu, it's Alzheimer's disease. It's going to bankrupt Medicare itself. But the only way we can combat it is through early screening, early diagnosis, preventive medicine. I just got back from screening 50 people during lunch at a local church. And the main thing I said to them was start exercising, start doing brain training, and start screening annually. So I'd like to thank you for your time and look forward to talking to you.